Hey Rocklings, welcome back to Elley Knows Rocks. I took my lovely Jeep up a really steep hill today, but I am standing in an ash flow tuff. All of this gray stuff all over the ground. And those layers behind me contain garnets. Can you believe it? So we are going to go rock hounding for garnets today. I'm so excited to be here. I haven't been here for over 4 years. I'm just really glad that I remembered how to get here. Thank you all so much for being part of my adventure. I hope you learned something, and let's go see what we find. Headed that direction. I'm in my trusty Jeep that has been re-geared. That's an interesting experience. But hopefully we are going to find some awesome garnets today. So here I go down the dirt road, really hoping I remember which little trail to take and hoping I don't get myself lost in the meantime. And even though I am in the desert and it may seem like it's easy to find the same trail, you would be really surprised at how much a monsoon can change the road that you think that you're driving on. Plus the fact that I haven't been here for 4 years and the road looks vaguely familiar. And I just had my Jeep re-geared, so I'm still trying to learn the ups and down curves. Gosh. I might have taken the wrong road. But once I did decide that I was on the right road, I kept going, of course. Bound and determined to get to those garnets. And I was kind of surprised at how washed out a little bit of the road was once I got off the main trail, air quotes, because this section doesn't look that bad, but it was sketchy AF for me. Plus, let's do keep in mind that I was out here alone, so if I did get stuck, I'm literally alone. No cell phone service. But always remember, I have protection, so never ever sneak up on a geologist in the field. Oh my goodness, so getting up, some of the 4-wheel drive areas have been kind of scary. I'm hoping that the GoPro has captured a lot of the little moments. It is on a time lapse, so let's hope. But the area that we're going to is just right behind me. Up there, woo! So this is exciting. Okay, I am literally on the home stretch now. But from right here, it still looks so far away. It's crazy. And we are off. Walking up this hill. The driving part was fun just to get here. Now, I have to hike way, way up there. Oh my goodness sake. So, I'm gonna get started. I have a giant bag of stuff. And here we go. You can already see all of like the gray stuff on the ground. That is our tuff. And that is what we are going to be digging in. Oh, what's this? Oh my gosh. Here we go. Found one on the ground already. Little tiny garnet. Focus, come on, focus. Look how cute that is. Little bitty guy. We're already there, woohoo! That's fantastic. I'll throw him in the bag because surface hunting is what we're going to do first before we actually break out the tools. So through natural process of weathering of this tuff, it actually lets all of these pieces of rocks, of course, and liberates the garnets as they fall down the hill due to rock mechanics. Big rocks squish other rocks, which make smaller rocks, and so on and so forth. And then you get all of your garnets. Oh. Okay, The elevation is quite high today. Look where our view is. Isn't that pretty? Absolutely beautiful view. This is really exciting to be here. I can't believe we're in the second week of November now, and it is still, what, 80 plus degrees outside. That's crazy. So let me tell you just a little bit about an ash flow tuff, also known as a pyroclastic flow. The deposit is a chaotic mixture of pumice, ash, and gas. It rushes out of a volcanic vent during an explosive eruption, sometimes traveling as fast as tens of meters per second, covering the ground and smothering anything it gets in contact with. And the more silica-rich the magma is, the more explosive the eruption is. Now this ash flow lithifies into a solid rock. Rocks containing 75% or greater amounts of ash are considered tuff, while rocks containing 25 to 75% ash are considered tuffaceous. And tuff rocks are actually relatively soft, depending on the lithification and the amount of silica they have, but they've been used in construction for centuries. A tuff can be considered an igneous or a sedimentary rock. Often studied in the context of igneous petrology, it can be described in sedimentary terms. Wow, some big boulders that have fallen down. And maybe some people were up here smacking on the rocks. Although from the look of the road, once we turned into the wash, it didn't really look like too many people had been up here in a little bit. Here is where we hiked from. Not terrible far away, right? And up the hill and whatnot. But the way to get here was way down there. And so here, not too bad of a hike. Okay, so I made it to where I'm gonna at least put my tools down and start surface hunting a little bit. And from the looks of it, there's definitely been people up here since I was here 4 years ago. Some people have used a saw to cut through some of this material, which is fine, but I just have hammers and chisels today. So let me show you the tools that I brought. A little bit on the slippery side, but these are the tools that I brought. Always water. I have a small sledgehammer, a big chisel, smaller chisel with a hammer, another chisel, a teeny tiny chisel, a pick, which I don't think I'm going to need, a regular rock hammer, one bag to put things in. I know I've got more. Multiple bags to make sure that I can put things in them. And these are thanks to CampCraft Outdoors for supplying me with bags so that I can go rock hounding, so that's really cool. And a snack. And of course, I am wearing my Inuit clothing shirt, sponsored from Greenland, actually. And they actually are part sponsor for this video, so thank you so much. I really love all of the things that I have received from them, all of their clothing, their bags, their socks, the buffs, all of it. Super grateful, so thank you, Inuit Clothing. One of the first things that I like to do when I get to an area where I'm rock hounding is do some surface rock hounding, because mostly we'll be probably smacking a lot of rocks open today to try to find the garnets that are hidden inside of little pockets inside of the ash flow tuff. But before that, I'm just going to do some surface hunting so that we can get a good idea of what we're looking for, and hoping that some of the garnets have weathered out of this rock and we can find them on the ground. rock hammer and a bag. And we're gonna just walk around for a little bit. And hope that we see little pieces of stuff. I'm just flipping over rocks, that kind of thing. Seeing if there's anything there on them. So that's a lot easier. Now, this stuff is really awesome. Almost like an andesite, which is interesting. But it's a pyroclastic flow. It's very pretty, very crystalline. There's actually a fair amount of quartz in there. Ew, nasty bug, gross. Can't handle the little buggies, they're disgusting. I don't want to get bit. And then I find termites. That's grand. Ooh, little lizards. Kelley's in there. See him? Cool little guy. You can find all kinds of stuff out in the desert, so you have to be watchful and just be careful. Still just flipping rocks over at the moment. Little bugs. Look at that! That little guy right there. Oh, he's so cute. Let's see if we can break the rock and not have it pop out. What do you say? Let's see what we can do. We're trying to get this guy right there. I do have gloves, they're just not on me right now. They are in my backpack down by the bigger rocks. Come on, little guy, we want you out without this. Oh, goodness sake. And I've broken the rock underneath. Figures. Come on. Better. I mean, at least there's less rock around it. Now we can start breaking off some of the outer edges. I'm just pulverizing the rock. This stuff is very, very tough. No pun intended. Really very difficult after a little bit of trying to like extract this guy. Whoops. Still in there. And it just went flying down the hill. Slow motion always helps to capture those oops moments. All right, let's see if I can go find it. This should be interesting. How did this happen? I know how it happened. I didn't grab it. I didn't hold on to it. Bad on me. Oh. Oh, but I found another one. This one's different. It's bigger. But, dumb. This is dumb that I can't find the little one that we smacked out of that rock. Really dumb move. It's my own fault, but I guess moral of the lesson, hold on to the rock that you want to keep, otherwise it might fly down a hill. Man. But we found this one. So that little bitty guy here, which is gonna be the replacement for the one that we just lost that went flying down the hill. So sad. But that little guy right there is really cute. This one seems hollow. Sometimes you get lucky. There's stuff inside here. Doesn't really look like anything at the moment. And you never know the type of pockets that you can open up where things fly out. And that's just kind of what you're hoping to find with these. Okay, bugs, get off of me. For goodness sake. Okay, I just picked this up because of the holes in it, like big old holes. But as soon as you turn this one, if you can see it, that little guy right up in there is a garnet. So I'm gonna try to smack this rock and get it out. I'll hold on to it this time. I don't want to break it. I don't want it to go anywhere. You guys get a first-hand view if I can smack this one out. I see there's so many holes on all of these rocks. All those little gas bubbles and stuff are where the garnets come from. So there's a lot of titanium, a lot of aluminum that is helping create these garnets, as well as iron, of course. Iron is giving them that beautiful red color. I'm just too distracted by all of the other rocks. Plus, I'm a little nervous to hit this one, but let's go for it. Okay, I did it again. It's missing. Oh no, it's not. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. Literally losing my freaking mind. This is pathetic. Okay. Wow, I'm doing like really great today. Like my brain cells have just like total lapsed. I'm hoping by putting my hand here, I'm gonna like save it if something pops out. He's really close, come on. Got a lot of stuff on it, which can be a problem. That's interesting. Still more exposed. You can see him right there now very, very clearly. Hopefully you can. But I would love it to just come all the way out of there. Maybe I'll wait. I'll put it in my bag and I'll hit it with the chisel when I get back down to the bigger rock. Yay, but we're finding garnets. What? Now you may be asking yourself, why did I pause and start to look around? Well, when I am alone out in the desert, little things do have a tendency to freak me out. So when I hear strange noises or movement, weird, I pause and I scan the valley and the hills. The last thing I need is to be ambushed by a cougar or a bobcat or a bear, coyotes, you name it. So this is me scanning. Okay, so I just hit the rock, this guy here, that I found this little garnet in, and it popped out beautifully. Look at all of the facets on it, just natural faces. I can clean that stuff off the back. Look how pretty that is, just all on its own. It's exciting. It could be a nose ring. I doubt that I would do that, but it might be cute. So one of the things that you want to look for when you're looking for garnets in an ash flow tuff is the vugs inside of them. So all of the areas that look like they have little holes, because those are larger gas bubbles where it's gonna allow garnets to form. So I'm gonna hit this one. Let's smack it open and see if there's anything in there, because, oh my gosh. Oh wow, this is really interesting actually. See that? It's a seam garnet. This little bitty guy right here. So I'm definitely gonna smack that open and see if I can get anything out of it. There's beautiful, beautiful flow banding you can see in it. All the little swirls, how the gas was escaping. Parts of the crystalline structure. Really pretty. And this seam is still here. Very weird. Well, I'll definitely put this in the bag and then maybe I can smack it closer to the seam with a chisel once we get back down to the bigger rock. This is flow banding. You see all those beautiful, beautiful bands in there. And that is showing the different just flows during this volcanic event and eruption. And this guy here is like a big pumice bubble inside of this. It's almost like a pumice bubble, but the material sounds very glassy. It's kind of cool. But darn it, broke it. Okay, we'll keep searching. So these are the garnets that I've found so far. Where's this one? Oh, that little guy right there. These couple inside of there. This seam garnet. That's not part of my rocks. This one, that one, and there's a couple more in there. This seam garnet, and then that big one right there in the middle. So I'm gonna try to extract those, including that little guy too. So, what I wanted to say is this one right here is really old. Well, they're all about the same age. However, this one has been exposed to the sun the longest. So it has a desert varnish already happening on it, as well as all the way around the rock. Now, hopefully I can extract these guys and get some of them out of here. Ooh. Cracking on these guys. Do this little one first. Hopefully bust it out of here. And I put my finger on it and hold it on the mineral, the garnet, hoping that if it does pop out of there, I'll be able to catch it before it goes too far. Oh, there it goes. Oh no. So, shoot. Well, I actually didn't break it in half, but the whole thing's there. It just needs to be cleaned up a little bit and put it in a little pile. While I'm smashing these rocks, let me describe to you what a garnet is. Simply put, a garnet is part of a group of silicate minerals, and it has been used for eons since the Bronze Age as gemstones and abrasives. More often than not, garnets are used for sandpaper and sandblasting media, and only the clearest of stones are ever used for jewelry. Relatively speaking, there are 6 types of garnets. Now, awesome. They're still dirty, but it's really cool. And the ones we're looking at today could be any of 3: almandine, glossular, or spessartine. All with different chemical compositions, but the surface, you can tell, not easy to even stand on. Let's try to smack rocks open. It's such a pain in the butt. I don't have anything really good flat to put on it. On the ground here. I guess I could potentially move, but I don't want to. Actually, I'm gonna be a little more smart about this and get my gloves, just because I don't want or need to miss a finger or have a hole in my hand any more than I already do. Oh, that's why I put gloves on. But he's in a much smaller rock now. Yay. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Did I just hurt all of them? I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my garnets here soon too if I'm not careful. The similarities between the three types of garnets that we could be looking at: aluminum, iron, and silicate. In the almandine and glossular garnets, the iron gives it the red color. But in spessartine garnets, manganese gives it the red or pink color. It's nice when the rock just kind of falls open like that, but now my garnets are on two different sides of the rock. Oh, this one came off. Awesome. This little guy, he's gonna be tough to get out, actually. Move these. What's in here? Oh, this is the seam. Now let's see. Hit this here. Come on. There it goes. No, 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 no. I saw it hit over here. Really? Are you really serious? I can't believe this right now. I don't even know what to think. I can't even believe this. Today has not been my day. Oh wait. It's right here. That's it? This little teeny tiny bitty guy. Ouch. Well, at least I got him. All right, extract some more of these and get done with it. I don't usually talk about the specifics of the minerals in the field just because I don't remember their chemical compositions right off the top of my head. One of the amazing things about garnets is the crystal structure is a rhombic dodecahedron, meaning it has 12 sides and beautiful individual faces on perfectly formed crystals. Oh, look at that. That's always awesome. There we go. That's a nice little cute pocket of stuff. Hopefully I can just kind of pop those little guys out of there easily without ruining them. I'm bending my chisel. Almost ready. Oh, something happened. Oh, look at those little guys. That one didn't pop off, but broke in two at least. Look how cool those are. Wow. Oh, and they're coated with just a little bit of stuff, but look at that shape. Those are fabulous. Just do this, and hopefully all three of these guys pop off in the same piece. Let's see how lucky I am. Let's try this direction. Something happened. Oh, yay! There's those 3. I'm missing one. Where did you go? Oh, look how pretty that is. Oh. Thought it was attached to that. Weird, it should have fallen. Oh, there it is. It's right here. Yay! So tiny, but yay, it's there. Ouch. I keep like having a heart attack today. There it is. Isn't that pretty? There are some garnets in that little pocket right there that I'm going to try to extract. We'll see how this goes. Now, in order for me to figure out exactly which of the 3 types of garnets I have, I would have to send them off to actually be chemically tested. Until then, I can only make an assumption based on their color and hardness. Red. Holy crap. Wow. Those 2 pieces in there are beautiful. This one, a few pieces came out, but the ones right there are really gorgeous. Just trying to spend a little bit more time to get those out. Nice. Very cool. No! No, did I break it? Ah, shoot. Oh, that was so not supposed to happen. Darn it. Shucks. Well, I got a little bit more, I guess. So if we can pull this into the sunlight, I'll show you the final hole. Okay, this is what it looks like on the hill right now. All of those guys, but I am gonna get them home and clean them up so that I can show you all what they look like, all pretty. But we're done on the hill and I'm gonna start my journey back home. Yikes. Here are all of the garnets that have been cleaned up. Well, I guess they've just been washed, really. And I need to do a little bit of detail work with a Dremel tool. But you can see how absolutely beautiful they are. It was really super exciting to go and find these guys out in the wild. Look how perfect. They show great crystal structure. They'd make great little pieces of jewelry. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this amazing little garnet rock hounding adventure. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something instead of how to lose garnets or break them or let them roll down a hill. Yeah, those weren't the correct lessons. If that's what you learned, go back and watch it again. Anyways, thank you guys again so much for being part of my adventure, and I'll see you on the next one. The sun was literally going down while I was leaving, but as I was leaving, I kept hearing some weird sounds. And no, they weren't coming from my Jeep. and it sounded like they were coming off in the distance. The same thing that made me pause and look around before. And I thought maybe possibly it's burrows? There are a lot of them out here in the desert, but I've never seen them when I've been rock hounding. So as I'm tooling along, just watching the sunset, not exactly freaking out because I'm back in my car, I keep hearing the same freaking sound. And even though this video went by relatively quickly, I was out in the field smacking on rocks for over 4.5 hours. Yeah, no joke. Just out there by myself, and I was pretty hungry, plus I kind of drank through most all of my water. But as I come around the corner and I start to go down the hill, I finally see what was making all of the freaking noise.
How cute they are.
Yep, there was a whole herd of the monsters. I counted a total of 7 on the hill, and then this little straggler in the sunset.